Let's go then, guys. We're going to start by creating the foundation of our plugin. But as you have already seen it in the first section of the course, I decided to speed up this process a bit. So I made a file with all this base available in the course material. If you haven't downloaded it yet, go there and do it, okay? The instructions on how to download the material are in the lecture entitled General Instructions at the beginning of the course. And the material that has to be downloaded is available in a link in lecture 3 of this course if you are watching it on Udemy, or under the Projects and Resources tab if you're taking it on Skillshare. So please stop being lazy, go there and download the material, alright? Some people simply skip over those lessons and then keep asking me where they have to download the material. Don't be one of those guys, okay? So in the specific material for this lesson, there is a zipped file named MV Testimonials Skeleton. What you're gonna do is unzip this file, then copy the MV Testimonials folder into the plugins folder of your WordPress installation. And what's in it? Here I included the directory structure of the plugin so you don't have to create everything from scratch. They are all empty, of course. I included the index.php file, which only has a single comment. I explained why in the other section of the course. And I have already created the base file of the plugin, okay? Its name is mvtestimonials.php, similar to the name of the plugin in the previous section. And there's nothing in here that you haven't seen before. I have the comment block. It is identical to the other one. Except here I have changed the name of the plugin and the text domain. I have changed the plugin name here in the copyright section. The name of the plugin's main class is also different. Here I defined my constants and call them here in the constructor the same way we did before. And here I have created deactivate, deactivate, and uninstall methods. And here inside the activation and deactivation methods, I have called the functions that recreate the permalinks needed for the post type to work without producing 404 errors. Well, that's it. There's nothing much to it. Now with this base here, we can start creating the CPT, the post type. Let's go then. Let's start by creating a file here in the post types folder, and the file will be called class.mv testimonials cpt.php. Here inside we'll create our post type class. We'll call it mv testimonials post type. We'll also add a conditional with class exists. I also have to create the constructor method. Empty for now. And I'm gonna go back in the main class and I'm gonna instantiate my new class. Alright, now let's create a public method in here called create post type. And call this method into the constructor. As you remember, we have to fire the function that creates a post type on an action hook called init. So let's do that. And also to speed things up, I'm gonna go back to the project of the first plugin, which I pasted back here after we uninstalled the plugin. And I'm gonna copy everything that is here in the register post type function. And I'm just going to change a few values here. First, of course, the post type key. Ours is going to be mv-testimonials. And now we're going to change these strings here as well. They will be like this. Show in rest will stay the same. Supports 2, since I want the same types of fields in this post type 2. What's going to change is this guy here. Show in menu. I'll set it to true. This is because in the other plugin design, we didn't want the WordPress menu to actually display the CPT. That's because we decided it had to appear as a submenu of the settings page, but not here. Here I want to access the post type menu through its own menu, okay? That's why I set it to true here. Has archive this time will be true. This is because, as I showed you last time, our plugin will have its own template files. One of them will be for the archive page, which is a type of template that features a list with all posts. In this case, we will have a page containing a list of all our testimonials. In the previous project, we passed this as false because I didn't want to have a page that listed all the slides. It didn't make sense for that plugin, but it does make sense for this one. And finally, exclude from search is going to be false. This is because I want that when someone performs any search on the site, the testimonials will also show up among the results. I could ignore this parameter here because by default it is false anyway, but I'll pass it as false. And I'll also change the icon. You already know how to do this. I will change here the ID to -icons-testimonial, which is one of the icons available on the -icons site. And that's it for now. Now let's go to admin. I'm going to activate my plugin because I hadn't done that yet. And now I see the CPT icon with the default options. I don't have any items here yet, but if I create a new one, I got a new post type here on which I can give a title, a space for adding some text, and another place to upload an image according to the value of the supports parameter, right? Just to finish, let's add one more line in the deactivation method of the plugin, the same way we did in the first plugin. Unregister, post, type, mv-testimonials. This will unregister the CPT when the plugin is deactivated. That's simple. So that's it for this lesson. In the next one, we are going to create some custom fields that are going to be inside a new meta box here in the post. That is, we'll once more use the meta box API introduced to you in the previous section. Till then.